Luke 15:24. This son of mine was dead, but has now come back to life. He was lost and has now been found. The ministry of Jesus is to find the lost and to find for the lost whatever other losses they might have had during their lost years. Lost and found, the case of Zacchaeus. Panginoon, salamat po dahil kami ay inyong patuloy na minamahal, iniingatan, inaalagaan, tinuturuan, inaakay. Linisin niyo nga po kami at sa sandaling ito humihingi kami, Panginoon, ng talino, ng liwanag ng isip, na maunawaan namin ang mga hiwaga ng iyong salita at ito ay aming mapakinabangan sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. We ask you to be our preacher. Kayo po ang mangaral, walang iba kaming nais marinig kundi kayo. Gamitin niyo lamang po ang inyong lingkod. May your preaching, your teaching, your guidance lead us unto greater knowledge of you and unto peaceful, fruitful lives. Father, we ask in the name of your Son, Jesus. Luke 19:1-10, isa sa mga pinakamahal at paboritong kwento sa New Testament. Jesus was going through Jericho where a man named Zacchaeus lived. He was in charge of collecting taxes and was very rich. Jesus was heading his way, and Zacchaeus wanted to see what he was like. But Zacchaeus was a short man and could not see over the crowd, so he ran ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree. It's good to review this classic story every now and then. Ang city ng Jericho ay hindi pinupuntahan ng mga propeta. Sa napakahabang panahon, si Jesus ang kauna-unahang maitatawag na holy and righteous man that visited the city. And in that city was this very colorful character, Zacchaeus. He was not only a tax collector, he was the chief tax collector. And the city was in the trade routes. Hindi ka pwedeng dumaan ng Jerusalem nang hindi ka maiimpluwensyahan o madadaan ka sa syudad na ito. Kaya lahat ng mga kalakal na pababa at paakyat ng bundok patungong Jerusalem, dadaan dito. Taxation will happen. It was a place where a lot of money is changing hands, and also a place notorious for many sinful activities of its people. At itong si Zacchaeus is not only considered a sinner but a primary leading one because he was a chief tax collector. Not that his job is already automatically to be equated with sin, but to collect taxes for the Roman government among the Israelites who were a conquered people at that time was considered doubly wrong. Marami ang notorious sa mga taxation, nangungupit sila, nag-overtax para yung sobra kanila. Pero itong si Zacchaeus, chief tax collector pa. At ang mga tax collector noong araw na yan ay kinoconsider nilang masasamang tao. Palibhasa ay naglilingkod sila sa gobyerno ng Roma na noon ay sumakop sa Israel. So doble-doble ang kanyang maituturing na kasalanan. Kung siya ay susukatin sa conservative and the usual traditional measurement used by the Israelites. At dahil doon, nung si Jesus ay dumalaw, nagkakagulo ang mga tao, curious sila, the reputation of Jesus precedes him, ang dadaanan niya na makipot na daan ay punong-puno na ng mga negosyoso. At itong si Zacchaeus ay walang nagpasingit sa kanya para mapunta siya doon sa harapan. Siya pa naman ay hindi katangkaran, hindi siya makakita over the shoulders of the people who were gathered along the path, along the road. So nagtatakbo siya, papalayo ng papalayo doon sa maraming tao, at nung nakakita siya ng isang puno, ay inakyat niya at doon siya nangunyapit para makita niya si Jesus kung sakaling dumaan. There was a great effort. May effort siya para makita niya si Jesus. When Jesus got there, he looked up and said, Zacchaeus, hurry down. I want to stay with you today. Zacchaeus hurried down and gladly welcomed Jesus. Now, in that whole city, nobody gave Zacchaeus the space. Kahit mataas ang kanyang posisyon sa gobyerno, walang nagbigay sa kanya ng lugar para makasingit at makapanood ng dumadaan na si Jesus, kaya kinailangan niya umakyat ng puno. As much as the people never gave him a space, Jesus gave him the space. Jesus singled him out. At sinabi niya, pumanaog ka dyan sa puno na yan, sa bahay mo ako tutuloy ngayon. Doon ako kakain, doon ako magpapahinga. So inimbita ni Jesus ang kanyang sarili sa bahay ni Zacchaeus. Si Zacchaeus naman ay buong kasiyahan na dilidaling nanaog ng puno para tanggapin si Jesus sa kanyang bahay. Everyone who saw this started grumbling. This man Zacchaeus is a sinner, and Jesus is going home to eat with him. So kitang-kita na natin na ang attitude ng bayan kay Zacchaeus na-confirm. Nung si Jesus ay nagsabi kay Zacchaeus, pupunta ako sa bahay mo, doon ako tutuloy. Sabi ng mga tao, makasalanang tao yung si Zacchaeus. Sa dinami-rami natin dito, dyan patutuloy si Jesus. So kung talagang sila lang, hindi sila makikitungo, makikisalamuha, makikipagmabutihan, makikisangkot kay Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was an outsider in this town. Hindi siya welcome sa buhay ng mga tao, kaya pala walang magpasingit man lang sa kanya kahit kaprasong lugar, masilip man lang niya si Jesus. So tumuloy sila sa bahay ni Zacchaeus at natural sa haba ng oras, naghanda ng pagkain, ay napakarami na magitan sa kanila na napag-usapan. At nung matatapos na ang tugyugtong ito, later that day, Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, I will give half of my property to the poor, and I will now pay back 4 times as much to everyone I have cheated. Being found by Jesus, Zacchaeus finds his inner self. Sabi niya, kalahati ng aking ari-arian ay ibibigay ko sa mga maralita at lahat ng dinaya ko isosoli ko times 4. And being a tax collector, he had the records. Kaya niyang balikan lahat ang kanyang dinaya. At hindi lang niya bibigyan ng karampatang interes. Dagdag pa, doble-doble pa, times 4. Meron pa kayang matitira sa kanya matapos siya ipamigay ang kalahati ng kanyang ari-arian at isoli lahat ng kanyang dinaya times 4. Pero may nangyari sa kanya. Nung matagpuan siya ni Jesus, natagpuan din niya ang kanyang nawawalang sarili. Meron pala siyang buti, meron siyang bait, meron siyang kagandahang loob na hindi lang lumalabas. At ngayon, dahil kay Jesus, ay lumabas ito. Jesus said to Zacchaeus, today, you and your family have been saved because you are a true son of Abraham. The Son of Man came to look for and to save people who are lost. Sabi, kitang-kitang ebidensya, naligtas ka sa araw na ito. Hindi ka naligtas dahil magbibigay ka ng pera sa mahihirap, kundi dahil ligtas ka na. Dahil nabasag na yung matigas na shell na nakabalot sa iyong puso, lumabas na yung flesh na puso mo, yung kabutihang loob mo na itinanim dyan ng Diyos na nakulong ng kasalanan at kinulong ng mga taong ayaw magbigay sa iyo ng pagkakataon na makipagmabutihan sa kanila. So yan ang katunayan na yes, indeed, you are saved. Mission accomplished. Who could say? It's very probable na talagang si Zacchaeus lang ang sinadya ni Jesus sa bayan na yon. Dahil wala naman siyang ibang kinausap. Si Zacchaeus lamang. The sad truth is that everyone is lost. But not everyone is like Zacchaeus who seeks. Lahat ng mga tao doon sa bayan na yon, yung mga nakalinya doon sa kalsada, lahat yan pala lost. No one is righteous. Not even one. But only Zacchaeus had the heart that was really seeking. Earnestly, sincerely. And Jesus saw through that and honored him with Jesus' very personal presence in his home. Because of his work and deeds, because of what you might call sins, Zacchaeus lost his moral sense and standing. He was collaborating with the Roman conquerors. He was cheating his own people who were already very impoverished. Yung trabaho ni Zacchaeus, yung profesyon niya, naglayo sa kanya sa Diyos. Gaano karaming trabaho ang naglalayo sa Diyos? O gaano karaming parts of work and jobs actually bring us away from God? Take us away from God. Nalayo siya sa Diyos, nalayo siya sa kanyang mga kababayan, At higit sa lahat, nalayo siya sa kanyang sarili. Minsan sa buhay natin mga kapatid, there is a Zacchaeus in us. May ginagawa tayo na maaaring pinagtutubuan natin, pinagkakakitaan, pinakikinabangan, iba't ibang uri ng pakinabang, maaaring financial, social, status, whatever. Pero naglalayo sa atin sa Diyos, tulad ng nangyari kay Zacchaeus. At pag ito'y naglayo pa sa atin sa mga tao, yung ating puso tumitigas ng tumitigas dahil nababalot ng protective mechanism. Pag alam mo na ang tao ay galit sa'yo, hinuhusgahan ka ng tao, bistado ka ng tao, ang tendency ng marami, lalong magmatigas. Kaya yung nawawalay sa kapwa, lalong lumalayo. Lumalayo ang loob, lumalayo ang katawan, lumalayo ang buhay. At yan ang nangyari kay Zacchaeus. Because of his work and deeds, Zacchaeus lost his social standing. Mataas officially ang kanyang lugar sa lipunan, pero mababa ang pagtingin sa kanya ng kanyang mga kababayan. Bumaba ang kanyang lugar sa lipunan, at ganun din, Zacchaeus lost his self-worth. Dahil hindi naman siya pinahahalagahan ng mga tao, lalo naman niyang nalubog siya ng nalubog sa hindi pagpapahalaga sa kanyang sarili. Dumami ng dumami ang dinadaya, lumaki ng lumaki ang utang sa kapwa at sa Diyos, habang siya yumaman naman ng yumaman. At habang ang ating self-worth o personal na pagpapahalaga sa ating sarili ay bumababa, humahanap tayo ng pantakip doon. Kadalasan ang pantakip ay pera, professional success, tinatakpan natin ang mga kakulangan ng ating espiritu ng magandang damit, ng fashionable wear, ng achievements na iba't iba, pantakip. Pero walang takip na kasya. Nahuhubaran tayo pag tayo gumagawa ng mali, tulad ni Adan at ni Eva, na kinailangang damitan ng Diyos ng mga balat ng hayop. Napaka-importante na hindi tayo nagmamatigas. Na pag meron tayong nagawang mali and people feel bad about us, we should also begin to feel bad about ourselves. Enough for us to change our ways. Huwag panindigan, huwag panigasan ang isang maling gawa. Napaka-importanting magbalik loob sa Diyos at baligtarin ang mga kamalian. But being treated as bad, as an outcast, only hardened his heart. At sa buhay natin, ganon. Kumisan mga kapatid, meron tayong member ng family na na-label na siya, black sheep yan. Yan ang sa amin, pasaway. Yan ang makulit, yan ang mahirap ang ugali. Sa kagaganon sa kanya ng mga tao, at sa pag-iwas sa kanya, sa pagpupwera sa kanya, lalo lang tumitigas ang puso. At lalo lamang na lumalala. Pag nangyayari ito sa ating puso, dapat tayong mag-review. Hindi ko papayag na lumala ako dahil lamang masama ang pagtingin nila sa akin. Lalo pa nga ako magpapakasama. No, dapat baligtarin ko ang pagtingin nila sa akin. At huwag nating itulak ang ating kapwa na magmatigas kung tayo man mismo ay pinagtitigasan natin siya ng loob, tinitikis, ipinupwera. Dahil sa napakatagal na marahil na kalagayan na yun ni Zacchaeus na outsider siya, he already accepted his sorry social status. Hindi na niya ipinilit pang makisiksik sa mga tao, he just climbed a tree. At ito naman ang mapupuri natin sa kanya, gumawa siya ng paraan. Kung gusto mong makita si Jesus, gusto mo siya marinig, gusto mong magkaroon ng kaugnayan sa kanya, gagawa ka ng paraan. Lahat tayo merong kakulangan na pwedeng maging hadlang para tayo lumapit sa Diyos. At kung yung kakulangan na yan, ang ating lagi na lamang gagawing excuse, hindi na tayo malalapit. Pwede naman kasi sabihin ni Zacchaeus, kasi hindi ako matangkad, wala akong makita, wala magpasingit, uuwi na lang nga ako. Pwede naman niya sabihin, wala akong makita, walang magpapasingit, may puno nga, pero ba't naman ako aakyat? Ang taas-taas ng ranggo ko sa lipunan, may edad na ako, aakyat pa ako, pambata lang yan, uuwi na lang ako. Napakadaling umatras sa paglapit sa Diyos pagka ikaw ay nagpadala sa mga hadlang. But Zacchaeus overcame those obstacles. People could get lost because of their deeds, intentional or not intentional, because of their connections, because of their what people call faith. It can happen to anyone na tayo ay mawala, maligaw. Gaano karaming beses tayo naliligaw din, kaya lang nakakabalik. Kung minsan madaling nakakabalik, hindi nahahalatang naligaw kahit sandali. Meron naman matagal maligaw. Ang importante, gumagawa ka ng paraan para makabalik. At yung gumagawa talaga ng taus-pusong paraan para bumalik, kita yun ni Jesus. Kilala yun ni Jesus. Alam yun ng Diyos. At sa dinami-rami ng mga tao doon, inihiwalay ni Jesus ang atensyon niya dito kay Zacchaeus. Tayo man, basta gagawa ka lang ng paraan. Huwag kang magpapahira ng loob sa iba't ibang mga hadlang at mga balakid. Zacchaeus was lost. Nawawala, naliligaw, but he was found by Jesus. And there is a Zacchaeus in each one of us. At sa palagay niyo ba, ikinuwento ang kwento ni Zacchaeus dahil ang kwento yon? No. Kasi tayo ang Zacchaeus na ito. Kaya ito ay sinulat para mapag-aralan natin dahil tayo rin ay isang Zacchaeus. Now, the important thing is that Zacchaeus found Jesus the way. We also can find Jesus the way. Basta meron kang kagustuhan na hanapin si Jesus at gumagawa ka ng makaya mong gawin, sukdang umakyat ka ng puno, ano man ang kahulugan nun sa buhay natin, para marinig mo, makita si Jesus. And Zacchaeus found his true spiritual and personal value when he received Jesus. Nakita niya yung pagbabago. Matapos silang mag-usap, tinanggap niya ang Panginoon sa kanyang bahay, which is symbolic, natural, and understandable na tinanggap niya si Jesus sa kanyang puso. Kasi hindi naman yung bahay niya ang talagang pakay ni Jesus sa pasukin. Gusto ni Jesus na pumasok sa puso niya. At yung parehong yon naganap. On physical level, it was the house. On spiritual level, it was his heart. And then he found his true value. Ano palagay yung true value niya? Gusto pala niya man talagang magbigay sa mahihirap. Gusto niyang isoli ang mga dinaya niya at ninakaw. Kaya lang wala siyang pagkakataon. Walang nagbibigay sa kanya ng pagkakataon na magbalik loob, na magbagong buhay, until Jesus found him. He found his inner goodness when he received Jesus' goodness to him. Sa loob ng puso ng bawat tao ay may tanim na kabutihan ng Diyos dahil tayo'y nilikha ng Diyos sa kanyang wangis. Everyone was created by God in His image. That image could be polluted, could be corrupted, could be twisted, and could seem to have been lost, but it's always there. Dahil Diyos ang nagtanim doon. At ang mahalaga lang, mahawi ang mga balakid, matanggal ang mga hadlang, at basagin yung nanigas na balot ng pusong ito upang lumabas the heart of flesh. The real person in the image of God. And Jesus finding, affirming, saving, and restoring him made that happen. Inside everybody's heart is a godly inner person waiting to be found, waiting to be released from prison. Kahit sino pa ang iniisip nating masamang tao, mali, kadalasan lumabis na yung pagtingin natin sa kanyang masama dahil sa dagdag na kwento ng iba, paulit-ulit na kwento, paulit-ulit at padami ng padaming dagdag, na wala naman talaga tayong personal experience ng kasamaan ng tao, pero hinusgahan na nating masama. O kaya may nagawang masama, nagpasya ka na itrato siyang masama, kaya kung may ginagawa siyang mabuti, hindi mo na pinapansin yun. Ang pinapansin mo na lang yung masama para lalong mabuo yung monumentong negative na ginagawa mo tungkol sa kanya. It happens in politics. It happens in social life. It happens in corporate life. When people have decided to demonize a person, i-ignore nila yung magaganda niyang ginagawa at papalakihin lang nila yung masama para lalong lumaki yung monumento ng kasamaan na sila mismo ang bumubuo. But when a man truly receives Jesus, his God-given goodness is set free and released. Kaya mahalaga mga kapatid na dalhin natin si Jesus sa ating mga Jericho. kung saan nandun ang ating mga Zacchaeus na hinusgahan na ng iba, ipinwera na, pero naghihintay lang ng pagkakataong matagpuan siya ng Diyos, matagpuan niya si Jesus, mabasag yung kanyang kulungan, at lumabas yung Espiritu sa kanya na mahalimuyak, mabango, mabait, mabuti. People need the chance. You have to bring Jesus to your Jericho. Bahay niyo ba yon? Office? Workplace? Social circle? Kayo lang ang pwede magdala kay Jesus doon kasi kayo ang may access. So I want to challenge you, sino-sino ang mga Zacchaeus sa inyong buhay na nangangailangang magkaroon ng personal encounter with Jesus? Now, as a believer, you can be the intercessor. You can be the bridge. You can be the link between your Zacchaeus and Jesus. At ang ating ambisyon, ang goal ay lumabas yung tunay at totoo at maganda tungkol sa Kanya. Yung tinasabi na, the true, the good, and the beautiful. Hindi yung puro bad and ugly na lang. Kasi merong ganun ng bawat tao. When a man truly receives Jesus, goodness is unleashed from within him. Para bang yung babaeng binasag niya yung kanyang alabaster jar at lumabas mula doon yung halimuyak ng pabango na inialay niya kay Jesus. Kuminsan kailangan mabasag ang tao para lumabas ang halimuyak. Para mga bulaklak na kuminsan ay kailangang mapisa, mayurakan, madurog, para lumabas ang bango. So, hindi lahat ng pagkakabasag ay masama. Kung ito ay pagkakabasag ng mga kulungan ng ating puso, ng ating isip, at dahil doon ay lumalabas ang tunay at maganda nating pagkatao. Yung pagkakabasag na yan, kung isa nangyayari ko, ikay nabigo. Kasi ang pagkakabasag, pagkabigo, pwede maging dalawa ang effect. Sumama ang loob mo, magalit ka sa mundo, at sumama ang iyong ugali. O maging humble ka, ma-realize mo ang iyong mga pagkukulang, ang iyong pagkakamali, at maghanap ka ng paraan para improve ang iyong sarili. The same heat that melts the wax hardens the clay. Kaya kung may dumadating sa ating hirap, pagsubok, make it a point that it becomes positive, that the effect in your life will be positive, not negative. That the experience will make you better, not bitter. That you will learn from it at hindi ka madadala lang basta sa buhay at ayaw mo nang mabuhay, kundi ngayon alam mo na kung paano mabuhay ng tama dahil nalaman mo na kung paano yung mali. By elimination, you will become a better person by identifying your mistakes. Ang isang taong marami na naging mistake should be a very wise man or woman. Kung matututo at magsisikap matuto. At ang lahat ng yan nangyayari, pag pumasok si Jesus sa ating buhay, sinunod natin ang kanyang kalooban. When a man truly receives Jesus, God's image in him is restored and enhanced. Of course, grammatical lang yung sinasabi nating man. Ibig sabihin din natin, tao, man or woman, male or female. The same. Importante na makawala yung tunay na espiritu na kinukulong ng kasalanan, ng image making ng mga tao sa ating paligid na nangkukulong din sa atin. And when people find true acceptance like Zacchaeus, they find their true worth. They learn to be and to do good. Nire-reject ng bayan na yon si Zacchaeus. Wala siyang chance na ipakita ang kanyang kagandahang loob. Inaccept ni Jesus si Zacchaeus. Tinanggap, walang patakaran, walang tanong-tanong, walang requirement para pumunta si Jesus sa kanyang bahay. Basta tayo na pupunta ako sa bahay mo. Sa pagtanggap na yon, doon nakalaya si Zacchaeus. Nakalaya siyang gawin yung mabuting gusto niya sigurong gawin noon pa. Mga kapatid, sino sa inyong mga kamag-anak, kaibigan, ang nire-reject nyo? Magulang, are you rejecting your own son or daughter for whatever reason? Are you rejecting your own mother or father for whatever reason? Are you rejecting your brother or sister? Only when we accept people do they find their true worth. Mahalaga acceptance. Hindi acceptance na ibig sabihin ay ito-tolerate mo yung ayaw mo sa kanya forever. But you begin with acceptance. And when you accept people, and when they know that you accept them, they begin to change for the better. But you cannot require them to change first before you accept them. It will not happen. Kaya marami mga pamilya, sayang naman, tumatanda, magkakalayo, nagkakandamatay, hindi nagkakasundo-sundo, kasi hindi nila ina-accept ang isa't isa. One of the best gifts that you could give to people is to accept them for who and what they are. And then, they will find their true worth, they will be inspired to be the better versions of themselves, and that's only when you could actually assist in their development. Not before, but after you accept them. Tayo man, pag tinatanggap tayo, di ba, tayo at ease. Hindi tayo sakal, hindi tayo hirap. Mas gusto natin yon, maginhawa sa loob, maluwag sa dibdib. And that's when metamorphosis, development, change can happen. Rejection only forces people to have a fortress facade. Mas nire-reject mo tao, mas nagmamatigas. Siyempre, pinoprotect niya ang sarili niya from rejection, from pain, from sorrow, from all kinds of hurts. So ayaw mo sa akin, ha? Ayaw ko rin sa'yo. Hindi mo pala ako gusto? Di rin kita gusto. Ganun ang attitude ng mga tao. Pero you want them to soften, you first soften up to them. Love begets love. And Jesus is about love. Napakaraming nangyari sa simpleng kwento ni Zacchaeus. Dapat siya sa atin at suriin. The best and only way to treat lost people is to find, reach out to, do good to them. Yan ang pinakamagaling. Yung lost na nga, i-reject mo pa, lalo yung lalayo. Nakita niyo yung tinatawag na prodigal son? Na unang verse na binasa natin. Sabi ng father, my son was lost, now he is found. He was dead, now he is alive. And the first thing that the father did was to accept him. Without condition. Yung anak na yan, na alam na natin marami sa atin ang kwento, hiningi ang kanyang mana, buhay pa yung tatay, nilustay, at nung naubos, umuwi. Hindi na para maging anak, kundi para maging katulong. Willing na siya, may makain lang, pero hindi siya tinanong ng ama, hindi siya sinita, hindi kinwenta, tinanggap siya agad, minahal siya agad. You can imagine what transformation would happen in that kind of a person. Na ang isinagot mo sa kanyang kabiguan ay pag-ibig, ang isinagot mo sa kanyang pagiging suwail ay pag-ibig, lalabas at lalabas at lalabas yung buti na nasa kaibuturan ng kanyang puso. Meet people where they are. Notice, affirm them. Tulad ng ginawa ni Jesus kay Zacchaeus. Sabi niya, uy, bumaba ka dyan, sa bahay mo ako pupunta ngayon. Pinansin. Enter the home, the heart, the life of your Zacchaeus. Bring Jesus with you. Help break their hard shell. So the question is, could there be a Zacchaeus in you? Huwag na muna tayong lumayo sa ating mga sarili, giving you the identity, lifestyle, and status of a lost person. It's no accident that you're hearing this now. Like, it was no accident that Jesus went to Jericho just for Zacchaeus. Pare-pareho tayong mahal ng Diyos. At ayaw niya may nanatiling outsider, lost, hardened, and considered sinful. If there is a Zacchaeus in you, let Jesus find you. And how do you do that? Look for and look at Jesus. Just like Zacchaeus did. May ginawa si Zacchaeus, hindi naman basta bumagsak mula sa langit yung kanyang napakagandang palad na yon. Lumabas siya ng bahay, nagsikap siyang sumiksik. Nung hindi siya nagtagumpay, umakyat siya ng puno. Dapat tayong merong gawin. Climb your tree so you will see Jesus. Get near to Jesus. Climb your tree. Whatever your tree is. And accept Jesus' invitation and proposal. Sabi niya, I will stay at your house. Jesus is inviting each one of us. He is inviting Himself to each one of our hearts. Sabi niya, behold, I stand at the door and knock. Whoever opens, I will come in and be with him and eat with him. Whoever opens. For God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him will not perish, but will have everlasting life. So accept Jesus into your heart if you haven't yet. And if you have, accept more and more and more of Jesus, because you will never run out of things, beautiful things to accept. We are changed from glory to glory. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what good things God has in store for all of us. So hindi lang one-time acceptance kay Jesus, araw-araw kung nagawa mo na yon, patuloy kang tumanggap pa ng more and more teachings, more and more correction, more and more empowerment, more and more love and blessing. Open your house, your heart to Jesus. Literally, open your house to Jesus. Do a Bible study there. Have prayer gatherings there. Let people come to you and let them feel the love of Jesus. You are an extension of the church. Every house of a believer is an extension of the church. And open your heart to Jesus. To your work, to your habits, to your calendar, to your lifestyle. Jesus must be there. Hindi lang siya isang motif pagka Wednesday night o Sunday morning. But open every room in your house to Jesus. Open every part of your life to Jesus. Your dreams, your plans, your aspirations, your enjoyment, your sacrifices, everything. Because Jesus is Lord of all. Let the love and acceptance of Jesus bring out your real inner goodness that had been hidden, distorted, or corrupted by sin or by misdeeds. Manalamin ka, kapatid, at sabihin mo sa sarili mo, may ibubuga ka pa. May ilalabas ka pang bait. May ilalabas ka pang ganda ng loob. May ilalabas ka pang talent. Meron pa, marami pa, dahil binigyan ka ng Diyos ng mga yan. Huwag kang makontento sa level ng kabutihan, kabaitan, productiveness, fruitfulness, godliness mo ngayon. More and more can come out of you because He who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. Because there is so much more that you could be. Huwag kang makontento na kung ano ang level of your spirituality nung araw, the same pa lang ngayon, o baka worse pa ngayon. Dapat improve ng improve. Yun ang ibig sabihin to accept Jesus into our lives. We are an unfinished project. We keep on developing. And let your inner godliness come out and shine. Kung minsan, ang lumalabas yung ating inner ungodliness. No. Give less and less opportunity for our inner negative selves to manifest itself. Give more and more opportunity for the true, the good, the beautiful, the godly in you to come out, to dominate a situation, to be noticed, and to be an inspiration. Nag-aagawan yung inner selves natin kung sinong lalabas, yung negative o yung positive. Turn every opportunity into a positive one to prove the love of God to yourself and to others. To prove the power and the victory of God. So, sa bawat sitwasyon, may chance ka ngayong magalit o hindi magalit. Bakit mo pipiliing magalit? May chance ka na maging maramot o generous. Bakit mo pipiliing maging maramot? Meron kang opportunity to forgive or to not forgive. Why choose to not forgive? You're only a beneficiary of forgiveness. May choice ka na maging polite or rude. Why choose to be rude? You are a child of God. Laging merong gustong lumabas at kumawala. Pero ang gusto ng Panginoong Hesus ang lumalabas, yung kamukha niya, yung image niya. Be conscious because there is a Zacchaeus in each one of us. And could there be another person, a Zacchaeus, waiting for your redeeming attention and invitation? Redeem time. The days are evil. Huwag na natin ipagpaliban na magdala ng mga tao sa Panginoon at dalhin ng Panginoon sa mga tao. Could there be a Zacchaeus waiting for your liberating forgiveness and acceptance? Review your lives, mga kapatid. Mag-review tayo ng mga buhay natin. Baka may Zacchaeus kayo na naghihintay ng inyong pagpapatawad tulad ng ginawa ni Jesus kay Zacchaeus. Ng inyong acceptance tulad ng ginawa ni Jesus na pag-accept kay Zacchaeus. Stop rejecting people, especially your family members. Si Jesus, pinuntahan pa niya si Zacchaeus para niya tanggapin. Yun ang marapat nating gawin sa mga Zacchaeus ng ating buhay. Could there be a Zacchaeus in your life waiting for your healing touch? Remember, we have the power of God. Because we have the Spirit of God, and we can heal people when we touch them. Not only literally, but more importantly, spiritually. When we touch them emotionally and spiritually, they can heal. Yet, we can also touch them in a way that could make them worse. That could inflict more illnesses in their psyche, in their mind, in their hearts. Yung touch natin, pwedeng blessing, pwedeng curse. You have the choice. Why will you choose to be a curse when you can choose to be a blessing? Model ni Jesus pinakita sa atin. That day, Jesus chose to be a blessing to Zacchaeus. We too could be a blessing to our Zacchaeus. Do a Jesus. Find your lost Zacchaeus, be it yourself or another person. Dear God, we thank you for the love of Jesus. We thank you for this very superb example of your love through Jesus. Hinahanap mo talaga, Panginoon, ang mga nawawala at yung tunay na naghahanap din sa iyo ay ginagantimpalaan mo ng iyong presensya, ng iyong pagpapala at nakawawala yung tunay at maganda namin